Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to start on the Mafex Captain America the Winter Soldier. Here we are, my main man Bucky Barnes, brought to you by Mafex. And I gotta say, man, this is probably one of the best stock head sculpts we've gotten in a long time. This looks exactly like how he did in the movie. I gotta say, this thing is phenomenal. And the figure itself is actually really good as well. I think one of the issues that I'm having is that my phone can't concentrate on whether or not it should concentrate on his silver arm or the stealth black, right? And trust me, it's a solid look for him, man. It really is. They did an excellent job on this. So our head sculpt looks really good. We can function with our head looking left and right. We can go up and down. I think one of the issues is that the hair being soft, I thought it was gonna be a problem, but it moves just enough. The only thing you can't get is like a really hard tilt going outward, but it's the same. You'll be fine going inward. Now, as far as our arm articulation goes, you will get the same on both sides with little to no issue. I thought it would be any sort of issue, but turns out that's not the case at all. We do get a butterfly joint, which works really well on both sides, right? We have bicep swivel, and we are double jointed. Excuse me. And we are double jointed. My silver bionic arm is a little bit tougher to like fold in, but overall, still really good, right? Torso wise, here we are doing a torso check on our articulation. Very deep crunch going forwards. Really, really like that. And a very beautiful rotation going around. So it's one of those things where it really does work. Oop. So that's what I was saying about the tilting. So that means when you want to do a punching pose, you got to be careful. As you can see, you won't be able to fully tilt. Even if you fold the hair out, you're going to have to be careful. So that's one thing I think that Mafex kind of dropped the ball on. You won't get that full extension of range in the neck. As far as the rest of the lower body, you'll actually be pretty fine. We have drop down legs, really tight joints. So the drop downs are really tight, but you do get 90 degrees. You will get a thigh swivel. You get a beautiful double joint, and as always, the beautiful ankle pivot. So it's not really a crazy issue. I know the knee pads look crazy to some people, but I guess it just doesn't stand out if you're not paying attention, because I didn't notice it until somebody brought it up to me. But yeah, as you can see here, we are getting, excuse me, some really nice movement. Now, here's a little bit of a bummer, and I'm only noticing it now. I've noticed my belt rises up inside of the package, right? And that is because when you lift your right leg up, it's gonna rise this part, therefore rising the rest of the belt. Now, for some people, this is gonna be bothersome, but if you push it down and you rotate it, the only time it'll rise is if you push and press against it. But if you push and pull out, this will lift up and you won't have any issue whatsoever. So just be careful, when you're doing it. It shouldn't be too frustrating. So just keep that in mind. But overall, I really, really like this figure. Like, I just think the head movement can move a little better, but maybe that's why they gave him such good torso movement to balance him out. With that being said, let's go over our accessories so that you can see what we're getting into. I'm gonna try to figure out a cool pose for this guy. All right, now we get on to the accessories. Let's talk about our head sculpts first. Here we are with here is our mask and goggle sculpt. It's nothing really crazy about this. It's pretty accurate to what you got in the movie. I think this is probably the better one without goggles. I feel like this is really, really good. It's crazy because the movie kind of influenced the comic look that he took with the Thunderbolts team after this, which was crazy. I think I have a misprint at the top of the hair, but I'm not gonna let that bother me. I know my other one does not have that issue, but I didn't unbox it yet, so yeah. Then we will get our dirty shield, which I think this is spectacularly painted. I know it sounds crazy, but when you look at this in person, you realize, wow, this is actually painted really, really well. And if you want, you can actually use this same shield for the in-game scene, which is dope. As you can see on the other side, we will get our, the straps. Wow, I forgot the word. You can use the smaller strap, or you can carry the larger one, then you'll be fine. But yeah. You'll also get hands for Bucky to hold it and or throw it. So Bucky can throw it. You'll also get some open action hands. I love that he is asymmetrical, man. There's something about asymmetrical designs, man. They do something for me. They really do. Some of my hands got crossed, so then we have these open grabbing hands. And then we will have our knife holding, oh no, I think these are our knife holding hands, because we do have trigger hands, right? Then we will have, oh, more knife holding hands. More knife holding hands. Then we will have dedicated trigger hands, because there's two types of knife holding hands, and I'll show you in a second. Then we have our open relaxes. So this is what I meant. So you'll get this type of knife. So there's a particular hand for that, and it's opened on a circular slit there. So as you can see, you can hold it either like this or with the reverse grip, depending on what you want to do. See? Then there is the normal knife hands. And it's crazy because, right, one of your knives can be held right here on the side. And this one actually falls out a little easier than the others, but these ones stay in just fine. I almost forgot that I had them stored back there, but both of these are unsheathable and they look beautiful. I love the way these are painted, and you can have the grip and reverse grip and dual weld. These are probably my favorite thing about the storage on the belt. They hold them very, very well. I really do love those. So like I said, this is a excellent Winter Soldier. They did an excellent job on this. So now what we are going to do is we're going to jump into the size comparisons. So yeah, I got to go find my Captain America now. So I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, let's jump into the size comparisons. First things first, let's do against the Endgame cap, and then I have my Winter Soldier cap. I'm going to put them down one at a time. Doo-doo-doo-doo. It's wild too, because like you don't realize how large Winter Soldier cap is. So like you put him down and he just feels larger. Like he really, really does. But he's really not all that larger but when you compare him against these two, it's just the stature feels different, right? So let's take these guys away. Then we can compare to SHF Bucky and Falcon. This Bucky does have a custom sculpt done. So yeah. And one day I will see if it fits, as in sometime after this video. So these two actually pair off really well. I like the size and the pairing. This guy feels a little shorter, but I think it'll balance itself out. Then here we are with SHF Black Widow and a Mafex Spider-Man, which I don't know why. I'm just taking out stuff that I know relates to it in media, but I don't have everything here with me. So I'm trying to work with what I have. Next up, here we are with a Valaverse figure, as well as a G.I. Joe Iron Grenadier metal head. So you can see how some military style figures works up against it as well. Then we have, oh, did I do a Marvel Legend yet? No, I haven't. So here we are with a Marvel Legends Spider Shot. As you can see, I think he's gonna fare really well in with the Legends stuff. Then here he is next to Ichigo on a Gomez body from Mezco. Doo-doo-doo-doo, right? I think that about wraps it up on what we can get, because I don't know where my Winter Soldier is, my Marvel Legends. But yeah, we do know how he kind of sizes out with stuff. So if you want to mix and match, you totally have your go-to. And here's Gork the Orc from Mythic Legions. So yeah, if you want to create your Thunderbolts team, I think you're in a really good place. If you want someone to just fit in your MCU, also perfect. But what's really cool is he actually also fits in with comic style stuff. So I think we're in a really good spot for that perfect storm of Bucky Barnes figures. And it's going to be a really good look, man. I really do. So in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you find the photos dope. I try to do his lifestyle that I try to capture, because that's still an iconic scene for me. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So as always, please be good, do good. Drink your water, guys. Later.